Have you ever wondered what you would do if an object inside your home started behaving as if it had a will of its own? Not something modern or electronic, not a device connected to the internet, but something old, silent, forgotten, an object that hadn't worked in years until it suddenly decided to respond, and not randomly, only after certain people left the room. Ordinary people, familiar faces, nothing suspicious at first glance. Strange, right? That's exactly how this story begins. An old oak clock hung on the wall, heavy and worn, its surface marked by time. The kind of clock people stop noticing after a while. It had been there for years, longer than anyone clearly remembered. At some point, it stopped working. The hands froze. The chime went silent. No batteries, no winding, just an object that belonged to the past, kept more out of habit than importance. No one expected to hear it again, until one evening, it rang. At first, it didn't seem alarming, just a short sound, deep, mechanical, almost nostalgic, easy to dismiss as a coincidence. Maybe the wood expanding, maybe a vibration from outside, something explainable. That's how most mysteries survive their first moment, by pretending to be nothing at all. But something about that sound felt wrong. It didn't belong to the present. It felt like a message delivered late, and no one realized it yet. But that single chime was the beginning of a chain of events tied to hidden decisions, double lives, and a truth that had been quietly waiting for the right moment to surface. As days passed, the pattern revealed itself slowly. The clock remained completely silent most of the time. Hours, days, nothing. But every time certain visitors came and went, the same thing happened. Not during the visit, not before, always after, as if the clock reacted to absence rather than presence, as if it was marking something invisible. Have you ever experienced that feeling when something seems off, but there's no clear evidence to prove it? The visitors themselves raised no immediate suspicion. Friends, old acquaintances, people who spoke politely, smiled at the right moments, followed predictable routines. Nothing about them suggested danger or mystery. And that's what made the situation unsettling, because the discomfort didn't come from what was visible, but from what was missing. Logical explanations were tested. Temperature changes, structural movement, mechanical failure. Each theory sounded reasonable. Each one collapsed under repetition. The clock didn't respond to weather. It didn't respond to noise. It didn't respond to time. It responded to people, and not all of them. That realization changes everything, because once you notice a pattern like that, it's impossible to unsee it. The clock stopped being background decoration and became something else entirely. A silent observer, a marker, not of hours, but of connections, of shared history, of something unfinished. Stay with this thought for a moment, because stories like this never start with a dramatic confession or a shocking revelation. They start small, with a sound out of place, with a detail most people would ignore. And before you realize it, you're standing at the edge of a truth that refuses to stay buried. The oak clock didn't feel threatening. It felt deliberate, as if it wasn't creating the mystery, but revealing it, piece by piece, to anyone willing to pay attention. And slowly, the house itself seemed to respond. Conversations felt heavier. Silences stretched longer. Eyes returned to the wall more often than they should. Because when an object that should be silent begins to speak, it's usually not about the object at all. And from that moment on, what once felt like coincidence began to look a lot like intention. If this story resonated with you, you already understand what this channel is about. Subscribe and stay close to the next revelations.